What'd you say? No, say what you said.
African.
What do you say?
Am I African?
No.
So then why are you saying that? Why are you being racist for? You think it's cool to be racist?
Okay.
Do you see me calling you Jackie Chan?
No.
So then why are you saying I'm African? Why are you saying all that stuff? Don't be racist, bro. That's not cool. I can't tell if you're playing defense or trying to give me a high five. What are you trying to do? This your defense? Headshot. Now go get the ball. Go ahead. Shot. You suck. You suck. Who's the stupid boy? You suck. Win the game. You have 1 point. You have 1 point. 1 point. Aha! Showtime! It's showtime!
If all whites aren't racist, then you shouldn't have an issue with what's about to be said. My goal is to take 10,000 brothers and destroy every sundown town in America. My goal is every time on the news, a little black girl gets slammed on her head by a racist, corrupt cop, we go find that cop and do the same thing to his little girls. My goal is whenever a brother gets downed, unalived by an officer, every time a sister gets downed, unalived by a racist cop, we go and down him and one of his family members. See how he like it. That's my goal. When I could put together a group of brothers, a very large group of brothers with that purpose, I don't care about what the consequence is for it. I don't care about the repercussions for it. I don't care about the challenges that we would face trying to do it. You know, and I know it needs to be done. So when I can grow large enough to where I can organize brothers to wherever something pops up on the news, such and such unalived by law enforcement, video pops up on a screen, a young brother, young sister gets shot in the back 20 damn times for holding up a dang wallet or a cell phone, gets tased for nothing, gets punched in the face in the middle of a traffic stop. When these things happen, I want to be able to show up with brothers and punch you in your face and see how you like it. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care about the fear attached to it. I don't care about the hesitation or the caution. The fact is, it's only one way to deal with a bully.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
We've all been taught to walk away, turn the other cheek. Success is your best revenge. If that's the case, why the hell they don't take that route? We know the Klan operates in every branch of government. The Klan operates in every branch of power in this country, in corporations, in judicial branches, in law enforcement, everywhere. So why can't we operate at the same capacity? You might say, they not gonna let us do that. They not gonna.
If I had a rock, I'll bust your head, bitch.
I don't care what they not gonna let us do. Just do. We have to, at some point, we have to stop with this whole what they gonna let us do crap. Just do. If we can't have our own systems, then we start robbing theirs blind. If we can't have our own corporations, we can't have our own political figures, we can't have our own America, our own version of America, then destroy theirs. Stop peacefully coexisting with what you know is not beneficial towards you. You already know, we already know, they do everything in their power to make the poor whites feel like we just lying. We out here fabricating stuff.
Filthy motherfucker.
They've been doing it since slavery, ain't nothing new. But they do that to keep the poor whites focused on attacking us, and they keep us attacking each other. We really don't care nothing about the poor whites, but they keep throwing rocks over a dang hill and hiding their hand. So then eventually we got to turn around and look at them and deal with them. But the more important issue is, why do we keep living in fear of someone, of something that has always had to cheat in order to stay in front of us?
Hi there. Can I ask a question?
Oh, yes.
Is it true that people in Africa are poor? Hey, sorry, I'm talking to you.
Sorry, do you have £10 there, please? Could you lend me £10?
Oh, no, I don't have money.
Oh, you don't have money?
No.
And you are busy looking for poor people?
Oh, well. Hi.
It's a female? She's wearing a green,
Tell them
shirt
I'll be
sleeves,
here when they arrive, that I will be waiting for them to arrive.
a white.
You can tell them her
short
name is
sleeve dress,
Camilla Hudson. I have
she says
ID
her
and
name
will
is
share it.
Camilla Hudson. And it's probably spelled C-A-M-I-L-L-A-H.
You got it. Exactly, like the river.
Maury, M-O-R-R-Y. Matson, M-A-T-S-O-N. African American.
Black. No, I'm not African American. I'm black. Black isn't a bad word.
All right, thank you.
My student called me a nigger and I fired him and his sister on the spot. His parents were frustrated with me because they felt like I should take his autism into consideration. His mom insisted that he didn't really know what he was saying, but I disagree. That day when I got there to see him at the center, he was already in a bad mood. And before I arrived, apparently he'd been using slurs towards one of the little black kids that was there. And when it was time for him to work with me, he didn't want to, but he was encouraged to push through anyway. I always come into my sessions with a plan, and there's several options for him to choose from, so he always has a say in what we do. But he had something else in mind that wasn't on the list, and when I stood firm with him, still super patient and kind as always, he started escalating. The outburst began with name-calling and throwing things at me, which I was used to. And I stayed patient through all of this, but when he realized he wasn't getting a reaction out of me, that's when he decided to use the slur. He knew exactly what he was doing. I told him clearly and firmly that I would never accept him calling me that. And then I gathered my things and I left. I texted his parents letting them know that I'd no longer be working with him or his sister. And that was a boundary I had to hold. Moving forward after that would have been disrespectful to myself. Had it been said in a different context, maybe I would have second-guessed my decision because of his autism. But he was using it intentionally to hurt and provoke. And the fact that he even knew how to use it in that way did not come from nowhere. His father's immediate response to my text wasn't an apology. He didn't show concern. He just asked me if I had a referral to someone else. And that told me everything I needed to know. Have you ever had an experience like this? Or have you had to enforce a really hard boundary in your work? How do you handle it?
They always say weirds ring everything, right? We didn't, every time the white people come down block, we don't push them out their neighborhood and throw rocks and start hitting them. We don't bother the white people around our neighborhood, but when we get in a white neighborhood, they just push us out. Yeah. Everybody with us, they said we're nothing, you know, they were a piece of dirt, dogs. I mean, that's the way you treat an animal. I mean, God, we're human beings. You don't treat other people like that. It's just wrong. Black, white, I don't care. A person is a person. Skin should have no bearing on how you treat a person. That's just wrong. I hate their goddamn gut. I can't say that I hate them. I can't say that it's totally the kid's fault. I mean, I'm sure their parent had some bearing on the way they feel and everything else. I think it's just the system. I don't know. I can't say that I hate them because I don't hate them.
Do you forgive them?
No. No.
This is Yulena. She was dealing with some racist bullying at school, so me and the anti-bully gang pulled up to have her back.
The reason we came here today is to show you that you got people that care about you that you don't even know. Complete strangers. But we love you because you are a child of God. We all made from God. So that means we are all brothers and sisters under God. So you are a little sister. We have to come have your back today. But I don't have that. We ain't playing that racist stuff. Okay? You are a beautiful black queen. And they need to know that. And I bet you they know it now when they seen us pull up to that school. They know you got some power now. Okay? And they know that you got people that love you and you got people that have your back. And they know you got the police department behind you now. So I guarantee you, people gonna leave you alone. And And if something else happens, we'll come back up there. Okay? We got your back, all right? All right. Now, I'm proud of you for standing up for your son. That means you got confidence and you know your self-worth. You continue to know that. And the older you get, that self-worth is going to grow more and more and more. And you're going to be unstoppable. Nobody going to be able to stop you. You're going to be too smart. I can already tell. So you stay in those books, you keep learning, you keep doing the things that you need to do to make mama happy, and you're going to be great in life. I already see you. You might be the next president.
Let's say you were forced to place a bet for all your money you had. You had to bet which demographic steals more, black people or white people. Who would you bet on? Let's be honest here.
What are you trying to do?
No, so if you had to place a bet, if you were a betting woman.
I wouldn't know, to be honest. I don't know.
I don't ask racist questions.
You be answering all these racist questions. That's all questions you be asking all the girls. Answer all questions up.
I ask everyone.
Bro, you know what you be doing, bro. Ask me those questions.
Which question?
Whatever question you want to ask, bro. Ask.
I was asking people today about the transgender shooter.
No, I want to know about the black questions that you be asking these girls about the black people. You be out here trying to clown black people. Wow. Whatever you want to ask, don't get scared.
A white business owner didn't realize that his store is in a building that's owned by a black man, so he called the police.
This is private property. Can I help you?
Are you the owner?
Can I help you?
Are you the owner?
There's an owner of the building and other people that are renting this.
Are you the owner of this place right here?
I cannot answer that.
Okay. Well, I own the building.
You own the building?
Yes.
Okay, so then why do you ask?
Because I've never met you if you own this place. Are you the tenant?
I'm the tenant.
Okay.
15 minutes later.
We're with them, honestly.
Okay.
Do you have anything that shows you're the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I think it was just a miscommunication, both parties.
Oh, there's no miscommunication on our part. Anyways, sorry you wasted y'all's time. All right.
Clarify
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Come on, man. Stop fingering me, though, bruh.
Moving.
You fingering my ass, man.
I'm outside your pants.
A white police officer regarded the hemorrhoids of a black vendor as a hazardous substance and repeatedly examined his anal cavity. On September 27th, officers from the Metropolitan Police Department of Washington were on patrol when they spotted 39-year-old Cottingham standing on the street holding a wine bottle. Fearing that he might attack others with a wine bottle, the police officer asked Cottingham for a body search, and Cottingham agreed to the search. When the police searched Cottingham's lower body, Officer Sean felt an abnormally hard object in his anal area. Then Sean pulled hard, trying to take it out. This action instantly enraged Cottingham, who demanded that the police stop immediately.
You don't got nothing on me, alright? Yeah, don't do that. You don't got nothing on him. He stuck his finger in my cat, man. Don't do that.
But Sean didn't give up there. Instead, he asked Cottingham to relax and cooperate with the examination.
I'll pull my pants down. Don't sit here and finger my ass like that, man, like I'm not a man. What the f*** you doing, man?
Realizing that he might have made a mistake, Sean defended himself a few words and then turned to search other parts. After finding no dangerous items, the police officers unlocked Cottingham's handcuffs and immediately left the scene. A month later, Cottingham and his family officially filed a lawsuit against police officer Sean. Ultimately, the District of Columbia government officially announced a settlement with Cunningham, paying him a compensation of $1 million and firing police officer Sean at the same time.
So these people believe they are Africans. They live in Africa, but then they don't allow any blacks in their town. Now, I didn't even know that there's a place like this in Africa until Wodemaya went to this place. The name of this place is called Orania. It's in South Africa. Now, these people are Dutch settlers who came to South Africa in the 17th century. And according to them, they bought the land from the government. The people from this place are called Afrikaners. Now, these people have their own culture. They have their own currency. They have their own flag and everything.
You get it?
If you want to be part of this community, first of all, you have to be a white person. That is the key factor. And second of all, you have to be fluent in their language, which is the Afrikaans.
Look at my face.
And third, you have to be a Calvinist Christian. And your record has to be clean. You don't have to have any criminal record.
Our name is Afrikaners. Our language is Afrikaans. Right. So we feel part of this continent. And maybe people don't agree, but I don't have another home. Obviously I know that I have European roots.
Yeah.
400 years ago.
Yeah.
For 400 years my people have been here.
Yeah.
I love Africa. I don't want to live anyplace else. The question, why can't a black person come here, is not the right question. It's more a question like a marriage between two people. It's an exclusive affair. Doesn't mean you're against anyone else. We want to preserve our culture. We want to preserve our traditions, our faith, our language. These are the things that we want to preserve.
But someone might ask, if you want to preserve your culture, you're preserving your culture on a land that belongs to South Africans.
The land here we bought, we paid for it.
From who?
Well, at that stage we bought it from the previous owner, which was the government, right?
But I don't think an African can leave Africa, go to Europe and say that we just bought this land and no one is allowed to come in.
You don't even know the situation, but now I need to be escorted.
Yes, you do.
Why is that?
Because you're causing a scene.
No, I'm not. There's no scene. These are employees. So you... Wow. So Miss Team Lead Robin, am I causing the scene?
I'm not in there. We granted you one. You went a little bit too far. That's not
Why? Because I wanted to purchase 2 fishing poles where I got them from. What's your name, Briley? Yeah, we're definitely. I'm not giving up on this one.
Matt, could you escort her out, please?
I don't understand why I'm being escorted out right now. Okay. I went over here. I got 2 fishing poles from the slot that said $9.88. I went to the checkout. They were ringing up more, so I wanted to come back here to verify how much they were. He said he could grant me 1. I said, well, I wanted 2 of them. They both were at the price $9, and then he's like, now I'm not giving you any. Okay. Why is that? Now I can't even purchase the one that I wanted to purchase, and now y'all kicking me out the store?
They're kicking you out. They just called me.
Okay, and why are you kicking me out again?
Because you're causing a scene.
How am I causing a scene? How am I causing a scene?
Because you're recording us.
Okay, and I wouldn't have recorded if he wasn't.
Now.
Okay. Briley.
You need to leave the store now.
I will definitely leave the store, Scott. I will definitely. And I'm telling you.
That nothing's going to happen and you need to leave the store.
You sure nothing is going to happen? You're positive? Okay. Yeah, you're very positive, right? Yep. I guarantee you.
Did you know there was a black man who walked into the White House, looked the president dead in his face, and called him out for being a racist? No apology, no handshake, no playing nice for the cameras. Meet William Monroe Trotter. And if you don't know him, it's because America has a bad habit of erasing the ones who didn't know how to stay quiet. This man wasn't built for begging. He was built for breaking things open. Born in 1872 to a free black family in Ohio, Trotter wasn't just smart. He was dangerously smart. A Harvard graduate, magna cum laude, because, of course, first black member of Phi Beta Kappa at Harvard, founder of The Guardian, one of the first black-owned newspapers who refused to sugarcoat anything for white comfort. And what did Trotter do with all that brilliance? He turned it into a weapon. He called out the system. He called out white politicians. He called out black leaders who got too cozy with white power. You ever hear about Booker T. Washington being labeled too soft, all because he preached accommodation? Yeah, that was Trotter calling him out publicly. But he caught hate from all sides for that. But Trotter's real, you're not supposed to know about this moment? In 1914, he demanded a meeting with President Woodrow Wilson. Wilson, the same president who segregated federal offices. Only after he pretended to care about civil rights during his campaign. A tale as old as time, huh? Wilson, the president who screened Birth of a Nation in the White House like it was some sort of Disney movie. Trotter walked into Wilson's office, looked him in his face, and said, "You lied. You betrayed us. Segregation is wrong, and we're not here to kiss your damn ring." And Wilson, like most fragile men with power, lost it. He called Trotter insolent and kicked him out of the White House. Trotter didn't apologize. He wore that moment like a badge of honor, as he should. He kept fighting against Jim Crow, against lynching, against the people, black or white, who said he needed to tone it down if he wanted to be effective. They don't teach you about William Monroe Trotter because he didn't ask for permission. He never waited for the right time. He didn't care if it made the right people uncomfortable. He told the truth at full volume, even when it cost him everything. And honestly, that's the kind of energy we still need right now. Here's looking at you, Jasmine Crockett. Because begging for change never freed us. Demanding it did. Say his name. William Monroe Trotter.
Beating the racism out someone is crazy.
Damn. Nah, that's clean ones. That's clean ones. Bro, ain't no way she beat the racist out of her. What? Aggressively throwing the N-word in a room full of black people is crazy. That is crazy.
You said, huh?
Do you have a place to stay? Are you on the streets?
No.
No? Do you have a place to stay?
I do.
Oh, look, are you doing yoga?
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, man, it is so hot. It must be hot on here. I couldn't imagine.
You was just gonna take a picture of me or you was gonna help me?
Well, I was trying to figure out what to do. I'm going to delete the picture though. I'm deleting it. Here we go.
No, I don't care about the picture because I look good. I just wanted to know what you was doing.
They are about to put up a homeless shelter around the corner, and
okay.
We're trying to get a handle as a neighborhood on how many homeless people we have.
Oh, I see.
And it's like, if you're homeless, I want to call the city, not to do anything bad to you, but just there's someone who needs help. I personally, I can't really help you, but
no, I'm not homeless.
Call 311.
Being black is so crazy. She's still there. Guys, she's following me. Do you see?
A black woman became upset after being followed around a mall by store employees, believing she was experiencing racial discrimination. But after she learned the truth, she immediately began to regret it. The incident started when an American woman from Tennessee traveled to Shanghai, China. After she walked into a retail store, she quickly noticed something that made her extremely uncomfortable. No matter where she went, the employees seemed to follow her. When she stopped, they stopped. When she walked toward another shelf, they moved closer as well. This immediately reminded her of the experience of being watched in American stores. In her eyes, the staff were not serving her. They were suspecting that she might steal something. So she became very angry, believing that this kind of stereotype did not only exist in America, but had appeared in another country as well. But the situation quickly took a turn. In reality, these employees were not targeting her, and they were not following her because she was black. They follow customers in order to provide help at any time, introduce products, or respond immediately when customers need a size, price information, a trial, or checkout assistance. This is very common in many stores across Asia. To some Western customers, this kind of service can feel too close or even feel like being watched. But in the local context, the employees may simply see it as warm and attentive customer service.
You know, a lot of times we talk about other groups throughout the world that have a particular issue with just us as a people globally. Whether we are Black American or we can be from the continent of Africa or wherever. Well, in Tokyo, Japan, they had this Nigerian American woman, actually. She was inside of Zara, and she was trying to, get set up to try on some clothes. Well, she ran into some very, I would say, anti-Black racism. Let's go ahead and check this out. Of course, for the platform that we're on, I had to censor those words. But if you listen to the video itself, in its entirety on our African Diaspora News Channel app, it'll be uncensored because we can do things uncensored on our app that we cannot do here on this platform. But in the video, the Japanese woman in Tokyo was calling the Nigerian sister the N-word. And the interesting response she had said, "Hey, I'm a Nigerian American. Don't call me the N-word." When I first heard that, I was kind of like, okay, are you bothered that she called you the N-word? Or I'm a Nigerian, I'm not a FBA, so don't call me that particular word. Because when I kept playing it back over and over and over, that's kind of what I was getting out of that. Like, don't call me. But see, here's the thing. You can say you're Nigerian or whatever else you want to say that you are, but they see that you are Black, and they will call you that word, period. Now, of course, I'm not saying every Japanese person in Tokyo would say something like that. I've known people personally that have been to Tokyo and they had great experiences. So I'm not saying that all people in Japan are like that. We speak about on this particular woman. But in my opinion, when you travel, you just kind of got to know, number one, where you at, and you're in somebody else's country. When you're in somebody else's country, you may deal with some things. And so you got to just know how to deal with that accordingly. Now, if it were me and she would have called me that or whatever, I won't respond the way I probably would respond here in America, because when you're in a foreign country, they're going to agree with them. They're not going to agree with the foreigner, which would be me, right? So I would have to just go, you know what? Let me go it on. I'm going to go to the manager right now and say, listen, I was going to buy all these items, but that woman over there, she was being disrespectful. She called me a racial slur. And I'm sorry, I'm just not going to buy this and just put it there, because usually in Japanese culture, they don't really play too much about being disrespectful. From what at least a little bit I do know about Japanese culture. They don't like disrespect. So if anything, I would have said something to the manager and I would have left. I would have made my post on social media or whatever the case may be, telling them about, hey, don't go to this store. They got people there who are anti-black racists. And of course, I would have made my video when I got back here. Not when I was over there. Because remember, when you're in somebody else's country, you got to be careful even talking about people in their country, because they can get at you. So you make your video when you get back here to America. But whether you're Nigerian, American, or FBA, don't matter. She still said that to you in a hateful means. She don't like your behind. And listen, I believe we should be able to travel wherever, all over the world. But here's the thing. I've been to Zara before, not